What's going on, guys? I'm Bill and welcome to Bill's How To. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to cut down a hollow core door down to any size without losing its strength or integrity. Let's get straight into it, guys. Let's do this. Alright guys, so I'm replacing a whole bunch of doors here in this property, and some of the doors need to be cut down in length. Now the issue with that is on these internal doors, most of them have a hollow core. That means the middle section here is all hollow. It's simply supported by a honeycomb pattern of cardboard running all the way through the center and a piece of timber that runs all the way around the perimeter. That piece of timber is only about 3 centimeters, if that, in width. So that means if we overcut this section here, we're going to remove that timber and we're going to be left with a door that's really weak and ready for moisture to be taken up into that door. So I'm going to show you guys an easy way to get around this little issue here. Perfect little way, whether you're replacing doors in your house or you're creating a little small door for your kids' playhouse. This here is going to get you guys out of trouble. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut this door down to size, and I'll be able to show you guys that honeycomb center. So if you have a close look now on the inside of the door, you can see that honeycomb pattern running all the way through. Now this here is just simply cardboard in a honeycomb pattern to give it its extra support. And if you leave it like this, it's not going to have the strength that's required, and it's ready for moisture to simply travel all the way up. So what I'm going to do in this case here is we're going to flip it around. You can see this is a solid section here, and we're actually going to strip all this door back and expose that piece of timber, and we're going to reuse it and insert it into the bottom here. So there's a lot of different ways that you can strip this here apart, but I'm just going to try and pry this one here off by hand because I want to try and keep that honeycomb intact so I can show you guys. So it looks like we're getting one side here off. Or most of it anyway, but hopefully this will expose the honeycomb core. And you can see that it's just basically cardboard. You can run your fingers along it and it'll simply fold in place. But while it's sitting upright, that gives it nice support right there. What we're going to try and expose here is this little piece of timber right down the bottom here, and that's what we're going to reuse. So I'm just going to simply pull all this off. Clean off any of the edges. You can use a scraper if you really like. You can even give it a light sand. But this one here is just for demonstration purposes. So now we can flip this one here over. And all we're trying to keep is just this little piece of trim right here. Might even be able to knock it off with the hammer. And there we have it right there. We've now got our little piece of timber. So what I'm going to do is quickly take my scraper or my 100-in-1 tool, clean off all the edges. We can take some pliers and remove these nails here from the end. And now we're ready to reinstall this one. So now we've got our piece of timber ready to be installed. You can see here it's probably about 2.5 centimeters or so, about 1 inch in thickness. What we're going to do is just create a little bit of space. You can push that cardboard out of the way. It might make it a little bit easier to put it in. So now that we've got pretty much all the clearance that we need, you can take your piece of timber. If you want, you can put some glue on the top and the bottom pieces. This one here is pretty easy to see which one is the bottom because it's purple. So now we can take the piece of timber. We're going to just slide that one there in, push it all the way to one end. With the hammer, we're going to give it a bit of a tap on the back side until it's sitting nice and flush on this end here. And then we can start to work it in. Tap it all the way through. Once that's nice and flush and you're happy with it, it looks like this, hopefully minus the purple. Okay, if you've already got some glue in here, that's great. What we're gonna do now is take a nail gun and shoot some nails in through the side. And once that's done, we've now cut our door down to size. We've got a nice base plate right here that's gonna give it the added support that it needs. Nice and simple, guys. Hopefully this helps you out. And now you know exactly what to do if you need to cut down your hollow core doors down to size. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. You've learned something new. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Bill. Thanks for watching Billshowto.